What's going on, everybody? Are we ready for some more Big Ten basketball? I sure hope so, because I am. Just got done watching Wisconsin and Michigan State, and I'm just going to take what I saw from that game and I'm going to push it right over into ours tonight. Uh, Doug McDaniel from Michigan probably poses one of the bigger threats that we're going to see from that guard position, and tonight just got to show it. Just got to shut him down. Plain and simple. We got to defend at the guard, and we need to not give up offensive rebounds. I saw Wisconsin get more second chance points in that game at Michigan State tonight than they needed to, and the final score was 70-57. They ended up with a 13-point win. Dude, straight up, that's exactly what it's going to be. Creek and I have been having conversation during the game. But there's my buddy Ian right there stopping by to say hello. Come on, Mark. What are you complaining about thus far? I don't know what you've got to complain about. Arizona's #1, bro. Hey, Jerry. Nice to see you, brother. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, bro, we're off of football for a couple of weeks here. We'll get back to that at some other point. College athletics is starting to have some really big problems that they're going to have to figure out a way to address, but that's not the time for today. Hey, Jerry, back to you again, my friend. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I really think tonight's game is really going to boil down to how we defend at the guard position. We get some timely three-point shooting on the road, and rebounding. I don't think we can give up second chance points and win on the road. Big Ten is very home dominant for the most part. You've got to play a game like Wisconsin did tonight, where you're effectively doing everything, keeping them off balance. This will be a good challenge for us, but for us, this is a very winnable game. Progressing the last couple of games, we've seen improvements. Xavier Johnson's hurt, so that's giving some more opportunity to the 3 and 4 guard, which that is Gabe Cupps will be getting the start, and you're going to see a little bit more of CJ Gunn, which he goes way too fast for his own game. He needs to figure it out a little bit and work on his defense if he wants to stay on the court. But those guys are going to play a lot of minutes. Where we have a big advantage today is Michigan only goes 8 deep. I don't see them going any further down on their bench than that. And then if we can shut down their guard play and make somebody else beat us, we've got a great opportunity to win on the road. Not going to be easy, but we're going to have fun doing so. Let's see. Mbako on the road, shooting three-pointers is going to be very important today. He's starting to find rhythm. I'm suspecting we're going to see Ware out a little bit more on the perimeter, giving him a few more shots. And I think Galloway's got to knock down a few. And I think we need to start getting Cupps a few shots as well. I don't care if he gets it from dribble penetration, pull up jump shots or whatever, but we need to get him in the offense a little bit. I think that's important for him going forward. We do have to hit a few. 6 or 7 threes today is probably going to be pretty important. Can you hear that Peacock music? How can you hear that? Oh, man, that's nuts. I didn't know you could hear that. Tell me, can you hear it now? Do you still hear it? See, I plugged in my headphones today so that I didn't have to completely mute it. I'd like to hear just a little bit, but I didn't think that it was coming through on the broadcast. Oh, so through the broadcast, you can't hear the Peacock music, correct? Okay. Sorry, bro. You had me confused. I was like, oh, snap. Got you. Uh, I'm going to give you guys a disclaimer too today, and I noticed it a little bit in the Wisconsin-Michigan State game. But when we're on the Peacock feed, the delay's a little bit longer. So what you're going to see is you may see sometimes if you're looking up at the scoreboard, you may see it be a little ahead. The conclusion of the game, the scoreboard had it final, and there was about 17 seconds left. So Peacock's 2-minute delay and ESPN scoreboard is really, really close. So if you want to, if you're not able to watch Peacock and you're looking in here, the scoreboard's going to be either right on time or just a little ahead. And as per normal, Creek, you're absolutely correct. That stadium's not even half full. I can't ever remember a game in the 90s or early 2000s where the Chrysler Arena was this empty. The student section is full, but it's a small student section, I think. The other side is completely, I'd say it's about maybe 50%. Yeah, Jake, you get to watch a game. Good job, bro. It's really strange how close the Peacock feed is. It's like I said, it's one of the slower streaming services for live sports. So just keep that in mind as we get going today. But back to, since we got a few more people jumped in, keys to the game: on ball, on guard defense. Doug McDaniel's got to be defended. There is no way we can win this game if we don't defend that cat. Straight up. We have got to shut him down to a good point, and then everybody else just has to do their part. What's up, Fundamental? Good to see you, brother. Let me get the second computer where I can see some stuff, and then we'll be ready to rock. So it looks like we are 2 minutes and 55 seconds from airtime. When you hear this and you're watching it, see how close you are to the feed. We should be really close. Kel'el Ware, I really want to see how he does on the road in the Big Ten. I want to see if his motor continues to get better. I was watching, I can't think of the guy's name. His name is Ant. And he was talking about what he saw from Ware last year to where he's at this year. And I thought Ware just looks like he's not into the game a lot of the time. But in his opinion, Ware's motor's increased quite a bit. Khalil's played excellent basketball, very poised and composed. I love our transfers. Anthony Walker, he puts in some really good minutes too. Really solid there. Yeah, there you go. Anthony Wright, former Michigan player. I was interested in his commentary. I don't have much interest in what other people say. We sit in here and we talk our BS amongst ourselves, and I feel like we're generally really close on actually what's going on, and I don't pay much attention to everybody else. I just kind of use Creek down there to develop my opinions, and we have a good time. Hey, Fundamental, you could have asked me and I would have loaned you my login, honestly, probably. Yeah, I mean, if you just decided to buy this for a couple basketball games, use your month to your advantage. There is some good programming on Peacock. Burn it up and then cancel it. Oh, well, see, Creek, we're about 15 seconds apart then. So that's really cool. We're really close today. Let's see. If you haven't done it yet, go down in the description, smash one of them buttons down below. Like, subscribe, share, blah, blah, blah. If you want to join our Discord and share in there with the rest of the Blood fam with our football, we talk about everything in Discord. So definitely hit that if you like. It's a good place. There's a lot of good people to hang out with. This family is growing, and it's a very tight knit group. Definitely a lot of love. Yeah, for $5.99, Creek, honestly, you get just as much out of it as I like Paramount Plus too, but it's getting to the point where, hey, oh, okay. I was going to say it went black there for a second. I really like our opportunity to get a win on the road today, but we can't start slow. We can't play from behind. We got to keep the pressure on today. Our guard play is going to be where we need to win the game in the trenches, and then our bigs are going to be where our points come from. Let's see how much stamina these woodland creatures have after a tough loss on the west coast. Yeah, that game. I went back and watched a little bit of that game too with Oregon. Straight up, that was a dogfight. Now they're showing it right now on the screen. But this cat, Doug McDaniel, you've got to cut him off. You cannot leave him and let him drive because he's got that mid-range game. Oh my gosh. And he can let it fly from deep. He's the guy we have to stop. And we're getting ready to kick off here. And kick off, I mean, by start the game. All right. They are focusing on some of our bigs inside right now. Our three-man game underneath the basket, if you want to include Mbako into that, since he's been rebounding and playing pretty scrappy lately, is pretty good. Indiana has won the last 3 games combined by 8 points. Michigan won the previous 9. What's up, Josh? Let's go. And you're right. There is not a lot of people in the stands. It's about half full. All right, we're ready for the tip. Hate the camera angle, but Ware controls it, knocks it back, and Cups will bring it across the timeline. Gabe Cups, freshman, gets his second start, feeds it over to the right side, over to Mbako, who's going to hand it back off to Galloway. Galloway's got it on the right wing, feeds it to Ware on top. Ware gets it down to Renew inside. Renew uses his footwork, puts it up and in. Malik Renew with the game's first 2. And Indiana's got the early lead. Cups is going to start out guarding McDaniels, and he's going to pass it off to the right wing. After McDaniel, I'm going to have to learn these guys again. They're going to work it high screen. He gets the ball out there, high driving inside. And there is a foul. That's going to be on Cups. Oh, I'm sorry. I called it on Ware. We need to get this game rolling a little bit. Yeah, this would have been a good bet today on the road. I think -7.5 for Michigan was a little too high to make them a favorite. First free throw attempt is up, and it is good. That free throw was by Nimari Burnett. He is a senior. Second free throw is good as well, and we are tied 2 up. Galloway's going to hand the ball off. Cups is going to run the point. McDaniel picks him up at midcourt. Looking. He feeds it to Renew out high. Renew's going to work it over a little bit. Here comes Mbako off the screen. Goes for the steal. Mbako drives inside. He gets stripped. Here comes Michigan back the other way. McDaniel's going to push it against Galloway, looking for a shot. Pick comes. He doesn't use it. Here comes the pick again. He's going to try to work around it. Throws it inside. That's a travel. lifted his pivot foot, took an extra step there. Indiana's going to get the ball back after the turnover. The turnover was on Reed. Reed traveled. Galloway's got on the left wing. He drives to the basket, puts it up, and no good. Here comes Michigan back the other way. They're going to feed it to the left wing in transition three. Money. Got to stop that. That was basket by Williams. 5-2 Michigan. Galloway's got it on the right wing. They are doing a very good job of keeping Ware from getting the ball. As I say that, he gets it in the post. Turn around, jump shot, good, and the foul. Drawing fouls will be instrumental today because Michigan does not have the depth. Nice transition three there by Michigan. That's a great shot. Ware's at the free throw line with the attempt to tie here. Shot is up and good. Kel'el Ware's got a sweet stroke. Doesn't seem to get shook yet. Cups is going to pick up full court. McDaniel's going to drive. He tries to get into the lane on Galloway, flips it up and in. Doug McDaniel is so good. Somebody else got to get over and help on that. Cups is going to bring the ball up the right side. He's going to feed to Mbako on the wing. Mbako looks, tries, thinks about shooting it, passes it to Renew. Renew feeds Ware in the post. Ware, turnaround jump shot from 12. Money. Kel'el Ware. If he can keep shooting that shot, nobody else needs to shoot the ball. My goodness, he's money. They got the ball on the right wing. They're going to work it over. Cups has got it, or Cups is defending over there. Williams is going to drive. He gets inside, puts it up, no good. Mbako tips the rebound to Renew, and here we come back the other way, tied. Cups comes across timeline. He drives into the lane, picks up his dribble, feeds Mbako, who puts it off the glass and good. And Mackenzie Mbako gets his first basket of the game. And we are up to 9-7. McDaniel's working on Cups. They're going to feed it over. They're going to work it around the outside. Looking, there's a three-point shot by McDaniel, short off the front rim, no good. But it comes back to Michigan, and it slipped out of Ware's hands and went into the Michigan player's hand. And he hits a quick little bank shot there, ties it up, and Mbako loses the ball out of bounds. Him and Cups are having a little conversation right now as there was just a little bad handling of the ball there. I think that McDaniel is a little fast for Galloway. I'm pretty sure Cups is going to have to stay on him. After the turnover, Michigan's got the ball on their end. They work it down to the left baseline, one-on-one with Renew. 16-foot jump shot, no good. Ware goes up high for the glass and controls. Here comes Cups up the right side of the wing. Feeds it down to Renew on the baseline. Renew works, and he loses the ball. And that's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be possession to Michigan. And that gets us to our first time out. A little bit of sloppiness so far. I've seen a little bit. A couple early turnovers by Mbako today. Fundamental, wish Gabe would shoot the ball. I was talking about that in pregame a little bit, that he's got to work to get his own shot a little bit. If he doesn't, they're just going to back off and they're going to focus on somebody else with the double team. He's got to prove that he can hit a jump shot. He is a freshman, and in the Big Ten, it's going to go that way a lot. Yeah, anytime anytime Renew is trying to create his own shot, it's going to be a problem. The only instance where that doesn't work is that where he uses that drop step and uses that little baby hook across the about 8 foot. That's a pretty good play. But if you get him more than 12 foot out and make him try to use his dribble a little bit, he's prone to turn the ball over. What up, Snowman? How you doing, Brian? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, I mean, so far so good. This crowd is definitely in our favor. It's not going to be as deafening as it would be, say, in January or early February. I can't imagine. It's not a weekend game. It seems like there would be more people there today, honestly. Early December Big Ten matchup, you think that that would be high on the priority list. Creek thinks it's because of football. They're still wound up about football, but I don't know. So far, Ware has been our main form of offense. 5 points, 2 of 2 shooting, and 1 free throw. Also has 1 rebound and has committed a foul. Luckily, so far, we have not seen Renew commit any fouls. Michigan, on the other hand, has they've only picked up 1 foul. They do not go very deep, and they're very balanced in their top five. McDaniel's got 2, Burnett's got 2, Terrence Williams, I think it's Terrence, has got the 3 pointer, and or maybe it's Terrence Reed. But balanced scoring across the board thus far. Indiana's yet to attempt a 3-point shot. So far, so good. Phil Martelli is the interim head coach. Why is Juwan Howard the assistant coach? Oh, underwent heart surgery. I got it. I see it now. All right, McDaniel's going to bring the ball up as we're back to live. 15:51 to go in the game. McDaniel's working on Cups. He gets around. He pulls up from 15. Defended fairly well. And Baco gets the tipped rebound and controls. Comes back the other way. Feeds it to Cups, and he's going to start the offense. Cup speeds Ware at the top of the key. Ware is taking a couple dribbles in. He's working his way down. Picks up his dribble. Feeds it over to Renew on the left wing. Renew's on the baseline. He drives it out. Drops it down to Galloway. Bad pass. Malik Renew's passing is getting a little off. And Williams thinks about shooting the 3 and doesn't do it. Work it around to the other side. That's an air ball. And they're going to call Cups on the foul there, because I don't even think Gabe Cup saw the shot go up. Yeah, the only thing, Cup's 24 minutes against Maryland, no points, no assists, 1 rebound. The only thing about that was that he was on Young a lot of that time. And there's a steal by Cups as we speak. He's got a one-on-one, gets to the basket, feeds Ware, who gets the dunk. He will take the dime right there and let Ware get the basket. And Indiana has tied the game up, or taken an 11-9 lead. McDaniel's going to drive it down on the right side. And I am good with Cups working on his defensive game to start with. They're going to double it down a little bit. There comes the double team, and that's a travel. Gabe Cups effectively makes the turnover there as he comes down and double teams kel'el Ware's guy on the inbound pass. But Cups got the steal for McDaniel, got the dime, and then effectively caused another turnover on the next play. So he is definitely doing his part for this lineup early tonight. Galloway's on the right wing. He's going to feed it to Ware out high. And Ware just overthrew Renew, and that's another turnover. Yeah, he's got the quickness for McDaniel. Trey Galloway has the physicality, but I don't think he can stay with him, as he scored his only basket going around Galloway. There is the high pick trying to get McDaniel free. Feeds it over for the 3-point shot. No good. Rebound is controlled by Ware. Nice job on the defensive glass. Here comes Cups back up the right side. Gets a high pick. He's going to work it. Gets over. Feeds back to Galloway. Galloway's looking for Ware on the high post. Ware gets inside. Turn around from 12. Hard off the back rim. No good. Ball's loose. Controlled by Michigan. Here comes Michigan back the other way, looking to push. Ball's cut off, and McDaniel sets the offense. He's going to drive to the right, trying to get around Cups. 12-footer, no good. Gabe Cups is playing pretty solid D right now on McDaniel. Here comes Galloway up the left-hand side. Leo's in the house. Galloway's looking to drive inside. He gets it back to Ware. Ware works it, and he throws it up. They're going to call him for a travel. He looked like he extended a little funny there. I hope he's okay. He's going to go take a seat right now as Peyton Sparks comes into the game. Ware looks a little gassed. Just keep that in mind that he goes in these about 7-minute spurts, and he plays about that much time before he gets a little bit of a break. First look at Peyton Sparks today. Also, Banks is in, and there is a block by Renew on McDaniel as he drives in. Renew's going to bring the ball up. He feeds it over to Galloway in the corner. Galloway looking for Sparks. Here's a different kind of post player. Sparks works his way in, back to Renew. Renew drives, gets inside, and puts it up, and he's going to draw the foul. Malik Renew showing off some athleticism while making me sweat at the same time. But I love that Renew stayed at home on McDaniel's drive and got the block. It's all good, Leo. Renew shoots his first free throw, and it's good. Extends our lead to 3. And one thing that I will put into is Michigan's been pretty liberal with their bench thus far. And now Gabe Cupps is going to get a breather. So let's see how this works out. He gets a breather as Doug McDaniel gets a breather. And so now we're going to see CJ Gunn on their backup point guard here, which is number 3. Don't know the name yet. Wish I had better eyesight. They're going to work the play. He picks up his dribble out high. Definitely does not look like McDaniel handling the ball out front. They're going to feed the post against Sparks. He's working on Peyton. Peyton puts his body into him, plays good D. Flips it out for the three-point shot, and CJ Gunn clears glass. Here comes Galloway with the push. Galloway's going to get into the lane, goes all the way to the basket, dumps it off to Sparks. Sparks goes up and in. Peyton Sparks shows a little bit of patience, draws the foul, and we'll get an and one. I still think I think Malik Renew is going to be a 3-year guy. Maybe he might even be a 4-year guy, but he is going to be able to make an NBA roster if he continues to work on his dribbling. Sparks' free throw looks ugly. Michigan controls the board. Michigan's got it out high. CJ Gunn playing D out high, looking in pretty good position right now as they work it around. I'll reset the lineup here in a second. I got a note to make. Michigan's looking to get it inside. Works it in on Caleb Banks. Rotates it around to the baseline. Working on Sparks. Sparks has bodied him up. Turnaround fadeaway jump shot. No good. That should have been an offensive foul on the rebound, but they didn't call it. Not sure about all that. I have not seen Walker yet today. He is usually an earlier substitution. Haven't seen him on the floor just yet. The foul was on the offense. He looks like Shaq at the free throw line. Yeah, I agree. That did not look like that looked like a foul on the offensive rebound there, which gained him excellent position for the layup, and then they're going to give him that in the and one. So that's an awesome statement. Doug McDaniel is everything for this team. The offense does not look the same without him on the floor. That's a tough one. I can definitely remember a time when I thought that was definitely true. I just feel like we made in the last 15, 20 years, we've made enough mistakes to where Why would anybody be on our side? Ugh. They always show 1976. Couldn't have a better year than that. Definitely still miss Coach Knight. It's almost always 8-on-5 on the road in the Big Ten. Yeah. And Will Shetter, who I think committed the foul there on that play, will be at the free throw line for his and one. Shoots it up and it's good. There's Anthony Walker. I was wondering when we would see him, and Indiana's lead has been cut back to 3. Galloway's going to push the ball from the point. He's going to bring it across the timeline. 11:42 to go. He feeds C.J. Gunn, who shoots it from 17, and it's ugly. Too early in the shot clock for that. Here comes Michigan back the other way. They're going to work it inside in the corner. Thinks about the 3. Drives on Walker. Rotates it around. Shetter's going to try to drive on Sparks. Uh-oh. Somebody lost his man, and he buried a 3. Tie ball game. That would be on Galloway. Lost his man in the mix on switching, and easy 3-point basket for Michigan. And there is a bad pass into Sparks, but they're going to get a makeup foul, in my opinion, on Shetter, and Indiana will get the ball side out of bounds. Yeah. So when you do not make them play defense and you take an early shot in the shot clock without it being right at the rim or being a wide, I mean, it was an open shot, but early quick shots lead to transition. And there's a great pass on the inbound, and Walker's going to get an easy basket by being very active without the ball. And now McDaniel's back on the floor with Cups. Cups is going to be mirroring him all day. There goes, he loses the ball out of bounds. That will be Indiana basketball. If you're going to switch, you got to know your switches. You can't just leave shooters wide open on the 3-point line. Cups to Walker. Walker over to Gunn. Gunn over to Banks. Banks back to Cups. Cups has got McDaniel on him. He feeds Sparks. Give and go. Feeds it back over to Walker. Back to Cups. Sparks has got it on the block. He turned around. Good defense by Shetter. Puts it up and in. Peyton Sparks with the off-balance shot. Gets around the defender, and Indiana leads by 4. Here comes McDaniel back the other way. Indiana starters are getting a good little bit of rest. What's up, Kobe? Let's go, Hoosiers. Yes, sir. McDaniel's working on Gups. He's going to get around him. Sparks is there. He gets inside, puts it up. No good. Good defense by Sparks. And there is going to be a foul on the rebound. I think they're going to get Caleb Banks fouling Shetter as he crashed the board. Somebody needs to block that guy out a little bit better. Gabe Cups putting in some really good D. Shetter is at the free throw line. I already don't like this guy, not one little bit. Free throws up, and it's good. This crowd is non-existent. It's almost as bad as the COVID crowds. Second free throw is good. Indiana leads by 2. Cups is going to be running the point. He feeds it over to Walker. Walker drives up, hands off to Gunn. Gunn pulls up for 3, and he hit it. Thank goodness, or he'd be sitting on the bench. CJ Gunn buries a three. That is our first 3-point basket of the game. And there he almost gets a steal. And there's going to be a foul on CJ Gunn. There's where he's impressive. When he can make a shot, he gets motivated to play defense, and then he gets a steal and does something good. He picks the man's pocket and then draws a foul on the turnover. He's going to be good. It's just that he takes a lot of ill-advised shots right now because he thinks he's better than he is. If he would just play within himself. Right now, I watch him shoot. He's got the ball. He drives in the lane. He loses it. Sparks picks it up. Thank goodness. Sparks with the baby hook, air ball. Walker controls, Caleb Banks, he puts it up, no good. Controlled another. Michigan finally comes away with the rebound. We got 3 shots at it. What's up, JB or Joe in British Columbia? There's the layup, and that is good by Michigan. Here comes Cups back the other way as Indiana leads by 3. 9:20 to go. Walker's going to drive, gets all the way inside, puts it up and in. Anthony Walker goes straight to the glass and gets another basket for the Hoosiers, and Indiana's now up 5 with 9:10 to go. McDaniel's going to bring it up slowly, as I don't think Michigan wants to get into a transition game due to lack of depth from their bench. Thinks about the 3, sets it back to McDaniel out high. Here comes the pick by Shetter. Rotates, gets it back to Shetter, who drives on Sparks, puts it up and in. Peyton Sparks is not equipped to defend at the perimeter than defend the drive, but Kel'el Ware is ready to come back in, and there is going to be a timeout on the floor. Indiana leads by 3 as Ware is getting ready to come back in. Walker doing his best, Calvert Chaney. He's got that kind of build, doesn't he, Creek? Some of it, Joe, didn't get to watch it all. I don't like him either. He's a mismatch because he can dribble the ball a little bit. And Peyton Sparks is really meant to defend on the post, not come out. So good job by Michigan drawing Peyton Sparks out from underneath the basket. But he's big enough, and I think he's got a good outside shot. I think that's why he's a nice mismatch. I think they ought to make sure that Ware is in on that. Hopefully we can pull out and get points. Yeah, Ware is a much better option to defend that guy. Any of our other bigs, Ware or Renew, there's a little bit more athleticism there. Sparks is just like a bruiser inside. Yeah, you were playing. I got some. The turnovers have been a little bit poor thus far. Cups is working on McDaniel. Feeds Ware on the post. Ware's got a one-on-one. He spin moves into the lane, puts it up and in. Kel'el Ware showing that athleticism with that 7-foot height. He is going to be tough to stop this year. I'm telling you, folks. Michigan works the ball up on CJ Gunn, and Ware gets the steal. He controls it. He's going to drop it back to Cups. Reached around and got the tip away there. Knocked the loose ball. Here comes CJ Gunn off the pick. Feeds it over to Caleb Banks. Banks gets inside, drives to the basket, and puts it in. Caleb Banks drives to the basket, and Indiana's got their largest lead of the day, 28-21. They're going to work it over, try to get it down on the post. There, Anthony Walker's in tow. Works it back to the post inside. He turns around, shot, puts it up. He's going to draw the foul on Walker. Get 2 shots here. But Michigan's starting to look a little bit gassed. Will do, Joe. You're starting to see a little bit of the development of Gabe Cups being thrust into the starting role. He's playing with more confidence on the defensive end, which right now we don't need him to be, a big time scorer. And then at the same time, you're seeing improvement from some of our sophomores. CJ Gunn and Caleb Banks are starting to show signs of life. It's it really bodes well for later on down the line, especially if we can continue to go 10 or 11 deep. Oh, it's just a different angle. I'm not quite finished with what I'm doing on this side, and I can't get my lighting quite right, so it bothers me. That's why I go to the brick wall. Haven't heard anything about X today. I just know that it's day to day, but it does raise the question. This Indiana team seems to be playing better basketball right now with him not on the floor. Creek brought it up earlier in private conversation that during during February and March, his presence will be much more needed, especially when you go to see some of the games like Kansas and whatnot. Um, Jake, the aluminum bottles right there. Back in the early 2000s, Mountain Dew came out with an artistic collection. That's all of them. Some of the bottles in there are fines. There's a lot of metal detecting fines. There's some history books, just other things, odds and ends, coins. Hopefully, we win this game and 2-0 in the Big Ten. That would be awesome. Yeah, because we weren't expected to be 2-0 in the Big Ten. Our rank keeps dropping the more we win, so it's been a very weird start. And the first free throw is good by Michigan as we get back from the break. It's 28-22. And both free throws are good. Yeah, one of these days I'll take the time and kind of take a mobile camera back there and let you guys see everything. Cups is going to bring it across the timeline, feeds it down to Anthony Walker, who feeds it to Ware in the paint. Good pass. Ware turnaround jump shot from 12, short off the front rim, well defended. Here comes Michigan back the other way. McDaniel has the ball. He's going to drive on Cups, feeds it over. They rotate into the corner for three. No good. Tipped up and lost out of bounds by Indiana, and it's going to stay at this end. Anthony Walker's going to go to the bench. He's put in some very good minutes. I've not been very lucky looking for arrowheads. I've only got a couple. All right, Renew's back in for Walker as we get ready to close out this half. They rotated around, drives on Gunn. Gunn in good position out there playing, moving his feet nicely on defense, something we haven't seen out of him. And Kel'el Ware picks up his second foul as he reaches, and he's going to come right back to the bench. Here comes Peyton Sparks back in for Ware as we can't have him in foul trouble for the game. Yeah, they're going to rotate it around. Gets it inside, and it's lost out of bounds, and it's going to go to Indiana. Ware does not need to be reaching like that on those plays. He's big enough to where he's already in good defensive position. Make him shoot over him. He's going to feed it back out to Walker. Walker's looking. He's back to Cups. Cups over to Banks. Bad pass. Tipped out to Gunn. 13 on the shot clock. What a horrible pass by C.J. Gunn inside. Here we come back the other way. Michigan in transition lights up another three. Turnovers lead to points, and I don't like it. 2-point lead for Indiana as we come back the other way as we got two guys ready to check back in. Turnovers are bad. Caleb Banks drives to the basket, puts it up, and gets his own rebound, and gets his own rebound again after the block, rotates it around. So they stopped in the middle of the play here. I'm not sure why. Transition D is something we're going to talk about a little bit. Mbako is finally back on the floor. He has not been out there much today. Coach must not have been very happy with him, although it was the 2 turnovers are probably why he set. There's the pass to Galloway, who loses it. It's on the floor. McDaniel picks it up. Another turnover by Indiana. Here comes Michigan back the other way, looking to tie. McDaniel's got Galloway on him. That's a little bit of a mismatch, I think. He feeds it down on the post. He's working on Renew. Back to McDaniel out high. They're being very patient. And Renew's going to pick up a cheap foul and send Michigan to the free throw line. The problem that I got, JB, is that my camera, I can't take it back there. I guess I could try on my phone. Two free throws for Michigan, going to give them a chance to tie it with 5 minutes to go. We controlled most of this half, and the free throw is hard off the back rim, but gets a lucky bounce. I guess there's touch there. Second one's up, and hard off the rim, no good. Renew controls the glass. Here comes Cups up the right side. Run a good offensive set this time. Cups gets all the way to the basket, and he's going to draw the foul. He gets hammered. Gabe Cups accelerates and gets to the basket like I didn't realize he was that quick. He blew by McDaniel. What's up, Panther? Love the dribble penetration by Cups there. Free throw is up and good. Indiana's back with a 2-point lead. Second free throw is also looks automatic. I love his motion. It's just clean, man. It looks robotic, but it's so good. Here comes McDaniel across the timeline. He's got Cups on him. He feeds it over. They're going to rotate it around. Galloway, 15-foot jump shot is good. Mbako missed his defensive assignment there. And that is another basket for Williams. Here comes Mbako. He's going to put it up. And that's what's so good about Mackenzie Mbako is he's got an innate ability to hit the deep three. And Indiana goes back up by 4 with 5 minutes to go. Yeah, Creek, he's going to drive on. He drove on Cups, and that's not Mbako's fault there on that 3 ball because he helped cover McDaniel. Here comes Cups back the other way. Mbako thought about it. He does take it now. Short off the front rim, no good. He was feeling it. Here comes McDaniel back the other way for Michigan, working on Cups. Nowhere to go. Feeds it to the right side, gets inside, puts it up and in. Cups is going to bring it across the timeline. We are at the 4:15 mark right now, and it is a 2-point game. How we finished out this half is real important. Cups has got it out high. He feeds it over to Galloway. Galloway's looking for Walker inside. Nothing there. 8 on the shot clock. He picked up his dribble. 4. They got to get something. Walker's going to look. He drives, and it's stripped away. Here comes Michigan back the other way. Great defense, and then the alley-oop dunk, and the fans that are there are kind of going crazy as we're tied up. That was Reed on the alley-oop, and it's going to stay on Indiana's end as the ball got trickled out of bounds. I'm not real sure. Yeah, and Creek, I think that's the main reason why we see Mbako sitting for a lot of minutes at a time is that he's still learning how to defend at this level. So he's definitely missing assignments on defense. but he shoots lights out and he's been rebounding. So he's just got to keep working at it. Yeah, this is the first time that I've seen Ware in foul trouble in the first half, really. Yeah, the last half of this first half, our offense went from passing and movement to basically go get a shot. He should see some minutes tonight, fundamental. Anthony Leal, with Xavier being out, should get a few minutes today. I'm surprised we haven't seen him yet. What up, Fizzle? How you doing, brother? Well, you know what, Jake? Hoping that this is our bad half. We've done some good things and done some really bad things. You expect the teams to play well at home. Uh, Creek and I, yeah, Galloway hasn't been doing a whole lot. He's just kind of there. Not sure what's going on with him. He has not looked to drive the basketball. His passing has been kind of bad. He struggled a little bit. That may be the defensive matchup that he has on him, but he played pretty well last game, honestly, against Maryland. His game was very quiet, but he had a lot of assists I think he had 6 assists in that game. I don't think he played that bad in that game. He just needs to play better on the road because he's the senior on the floor. Speaking of Galloway, he drives the lane right now, puts it up, and no good. Good shot by Galloway, just didn't go down. And Michigan's going to have a chance to take the lead here with 3:25 to go in the half. McDaniel's on cups. Here comes the high pick. Shetter is over there with Sparks on him. He's going to work it down, renewing on the post, turnaround jump shot, and it's good. And Michigan's got their first lead, I believe, 35-33. Not good. Let's go. Come on, Cups. Gets it across the timeline, feeds it over to Galloway. Galloway's there. Over to Sparks. Sparks is looking. He almost loses it. Mbako was open for a minute and didn't take the shot. Feeds it back to Cups. Renew has it at the top of the key. He's going to drive, puts it up. No good. And they're controlled by Michigan. Here we go. Didn't get the shot to go down. And Michigan's looking to take a bigger lead. 2:36 to go in the half, and McDaniel is going to pull out and reset with 16 on the shot clock. Cups is on McDaniel as he tries to drive him. Gets in the lane. No good. They're going to call Gabe Cups with a foul there. That's a little bit of a home court foul there, I think. Let's see if he did actually get him. I don't know about all that. It didn't look like he really hit him. Of course, he's not arguing the foul either. That will be Cups' second foul, I believe. McDaniel's at the free throw line. He's probably solid there. First one gets the roll. I didn't quite agree with that foul on Cups. Yeah, it didn't look like he got him, but he's going to go to the bench here for the last 2:18, and Michigan's up 4 now after both free throws go down. 37-33. Galloway's got to step up. Feeds it over to CJ Gunn. Gunn to Sparks. This is not the lineup they expected to be on the floor right now, but it is what it is. Renew's got it on the post. Double team comes, and he gets it knocked away from him. Feeds it into Sparks. Sparks goes up and draws the foul. Great that he drew the foul. Bad that he's going to the free throw line because he has not looked very fluent shooting free throws. Sparks really needs to make a free throw or two here. Keep us tight. Yeah, he looks like Shaq. He looks like mini Shaq at the line. He's muscular as heck. And that one looked good. Peyton Sparks gets in the scoring, gets his first free throw to go down today. And then Baco goes right back to the bench. Second one's up, and it's good as well. Sparks looks a little better from the free throw line there. Back to a 2-point game as Galloway's going to be on McDaniel. Look for him to drive him. There's the high pick trying to get off of it. He rotates it around, feeds it down to the post. Sparks is there. Sparks is defending body up. Turnaround jump shot. No, he makes him pass it out. 10 on the shot clock. Michigan's working it. Caleb Banks goes up, stripped. Outlet pass to Galloway. And Galloway controls it, goes back to the glass, and they don't call it. And CJ Gunn misses. Galloway got murdered. There's a steal. Banks with the dunk. Sloppy basketball ends up in a tie ball game. But they are swallowing that whistle when it comes to these Hoosiers right now. Couple good defensive plays on our side there. Quick hands. They feed it down in the corner. He's left all alone. Misses the three. Shetter loses the rebound. CJ Gunn gets it, throws it back in, and it's picked off. Michigan's up 2. Michigan's going to use a timeout here, 43.7. I know these games on the road in the Big Ten are all going to be like this. You're never going to feel comfortable with how you're playing. You're always going to see that team, show signs of life, go on a run. It stresses me out every single time. But that's why I love college basketball. I guess Lil isn't going to touch the floor. I don't understand Woody sometimes. I don't either, honestly. I really believe that he's earned his opportunity to play. But fundamentals, please. Fundamentals. We need a basket here. And then a defensive hold to go into halftime. We'll go in tied. Like to see Mbako on the floor for a 3 ball, but he's not there. So, and I don't know who the shooter is from the outside except for CJ Gunn. And that is and Galloway gets to the rim and looks like he's about half murdered. Here comes Michigan. And Michigan's got a chance to increase their lead here going into halftime. Indiana will get another possession, and if they can rebound. Drives the lane, and that's no good. Missed the dunk tip. Oh, my God. Oh, what's up, Luis? It's been a very hectic basketball game thus far. Got 4 seconds. 3. Galloway's going to drive. Gets to the lane. And there is never a foul called. They swallowed that whistle on Michigan the whole end of the last 5 minutes of the half. That's going to be a precursor for what we see going down the stretch. But I saw a lot of contact that was called early in the game. So as we creep into halftime, 37-39. I'm not happy that we gave up 39 points defensively. That's not good for us. You're correct, fundamental. Leal did beat out Trey Galloway for Mr. Basketball. Nope, not for basketball, Panther. We only get them when it comes to the football games. I'm actually kind of surprised because I tag Michigan when I set these streams up, or I tag the opposing team because usually we do end up with some other fans from the other teams that come in here and hang out with us every now and again. Oh, but not so far this time. I don't know how to. I'm not sure how to dissect the first half as it stands right now. The main thing that I can tell you that I'm not happy with in this game is the 10 turnovers. That's that's when you turn the ball over that many times on the road. That's not a good recipe for trying to win a basketball game. You need to play tight. Uh, so far, but Michigan has 9 of their own. Looking at foul trouble, Michigan has 7 guys with 1 foul apiece, and we have 2 with 2. 2 of our starters have 2 fouls right now, both being Ware and Cups. Kel'el Ware was the main part of our offense early on, 9 points, 3 rebounds. He did have the 2 turnovers today, which is unlike him, but it is what it is. Mbako's got 5 points today. He does have 2 rebounds. He also has a couple turnovers. Looking ahead, Renew, 2 turnovers as well. So our bigs each got accounted for 6 out of our 10 turnovers. But Renew has 4 points. He only has 1 foul. Uh, Renew also has 3 rebounds today and 1 offensive glass. Kudos to that. Caleb Banks came in off the bench and played very good basketball today. 2 for 4 from the floor, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. 4 total points, 1 foul, no turnovers. Peyton Sparks, also off the bench, 2 for 3 field goals, 2 for 3 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, and 6 points. Anthony Walker, the same, 2 for 2 from the floor, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 1 foul. He's got 4. And CJ Gunn hit the 3-point basket, and he's got 2 steals, 2 rebounds, but he also has 2 turnovers. So I, I'm gonna say I'm kind of encouraged because if I go down here and look at the score sheet, the one thing that I said that had to happen today was Doug McDaniel needed to be held down, and so far he's 1 for 7 from the floor, 2 for 2 from the free throw line with only 4 points. With that being said, Williams added 10, Reed added 5, uh, Nikamhua added 6, and Burnett got 2, and then they got Cheddar off the bench, which was our biggest nemesis of the whole game, uh, come in and scored 7 points for them. So they got really good minutes off their bench. They got really good production considering that their star player only put up 4 points. And if we can hold him down in the second half, we've got a great chance of winning. Where Mbako and Renew set quite a bit in that first half. That's why you see Banks and Sparks with the more minutes, Banks, Sparks, and Walker. But you know what? We replace guys with guys that can actually put it in the basket. May not be as talented athletically, but can get it done. Still not getting any open threes. Yeah, Creek. I think that's more of a problem of not running offense. If you really look at how the offense played, it was more throw it around the perimeter for a few throws and then dribble, penetrate, and shoot, or maybe feed the post. But there was never any additional passes, no inside out play. Didn't see a lot of cutting. Didn't see people moving around a lot. So yeah, that I don't even. Yeah, I don't think they're even looking for it because they didn't plan for it. I just think that defensively, we were a step behind the whole half. Now you got an opportunity to make adjustments in the locker room. Let's see what we come out and do. Yeah, Renew was really getting banged up against on defense. The kid Shedder, when he was in there, that dude affected the game better than any of the starters for Michigan for their bigs either. Anyway, he was very active on the floor and was rewarded for it with the 7 points. He also got 4 rebounds. Being the guy off the bench, that's pretty solid. Yeah, me and Creek was talking earlier as well. Wisconsin looks to be for real as they got their road win today at Michigan State. Man, they looked really solid. They look like they can really score the basketball from anywhere. I don't understand why Woodson doesn't just say, "Hey, pass down to Malik and look for the open guy immediately." As easy offense. When we fed the post today, fundamental, it was pretty easy offense. Where that's how he got all of his points. Renew got his 4. Uh, we are the better front court team. I think that should be the focus. If they double down, then throw it out, let Mbako shoot threes. But if you have Mbako making an entry pass from the wing, then you get that option if they want to double down. So they're not going to come off of Mbako to double down in that instance. So your post guy gets an opportunity one on one to score. I would take those shots any chance I got. Illinois with the win over Florida Atlantic, that's pretty something. That's pretty special. Now we can sit in here and we can watch and pay attention and see a lot of things. That's about all I listen to in the post game stuff. Is I listen to coach a little bit. Definitely have some. I have some questions that I really think since you're bolstering probably the best overall front court in the conference, why you don't just pound the ball inside until you force them to double team and then work it back out. I feel like that's your strength. If nothing else, if you're going to dribble penetration and feed the post, because eventually teams are going to get tired of you scoring on them down there, and they're going to double. Yeah, Khalil's been really good with his hands. Uh, Renew and Sparks do need some work. Also, the guys, and you can tell by the turnovers today, they also need to work on not being sloppy with the passing game. They're pretty good passers. Yeah, well, he gets what he wants. Yeah, the only thing I noticed that Woodson's been really difficult about this year is he's been very hard on Mbako. I know he's coached Ware very hard, and I know he's coaching Mbako very hard. Now, if that's because that's who he thinks is his bread and butter, which it could be, it might be the reason why. But Trey Galloway knows better. Trey Galloway knows where that ball needs to go. Uh, that's probably the difference between having Cups and Galloway in there and having X. X will feed the post. He will work to get the ball into like Ware's hands down there on the block. I Yeah, fundamental. This is a different time in college basketball. We was talking about this about football. You know, um, talking about Ryan Day at Ohio State, basically takes the starting quarterback and basically benches him at the end of the season and effectively cuts his NIL money. He's going a different direction next year. So now kids on scholarship can effectively be forced out of playing on that scholarship because of nil. So that quarterback will be off to somewhere else, and Ryan Day will have a new quarterback. It's just the transfer portal, NIL. It really makes for just a crazy situation in college athletics to where it's really like we're pushing to who has the most money is going to have the best players. And if you don't get the playing time you want here at Indiana, somebody's going to be willing to take you. A la Tamar Bates goes back home to Missouri. Jordan Geronimo goes back home to Maryland. They're playing big minutes there. They're also showing their weaknesses, but they're playing big minutes. So somebody's going to be at the end of the season. We're going to have somebody disgruntled, somebody go to the draft, and we're going to have we're going to have a couple transfers. Yeah, well, usually if they're too hard on them and they leave, good riddance. We'll say that. There's very few players that have left this program, but I don't know. I think they need to be coached harder. I think if they're not learning the game the right way, some of them seem to really appreciate hard coaching. But you're right, kids are soft. They want to go places where they feel like they're in charge. It's just a tough sell. I hope that they come up with some kind of regulation for NIL and tame down the transfer portal a little bit. My goodness. Michigan did out rebound us by 2 there. That's one of the things that I was talking about that needed some work, that we did not get to the free throw line as much as normal. Of course, they would not blow the whistle at the end of that half. I felt like we got a couple plays where we should have been on the free throw line and didn't get there, and the officials just swallowed the whistle. All in all, it's got to be pretty good. It's a very winnable game, Creek. Got to have it. Yes, sir. Hard to blame guys like Sorsby. He will probably get close to 1 million to go somewhere else. I probably would too. I think he left primarily because of Tom Allen, honestly. This new coach is bringing his QB from James Madison. I'll have to do a little bit of love research on that whole deal. I think they need to put caps on nil. I think these teams should only be allowed to spend X amount of dollars, and they should put caps on it. I don't think it should be a bidding war for talent. Got a Taco Bell commercial on here right now. Has anybody seen the the grilled cheese nacho fries at Taco Bell? They're pretty good. I gotta admit, they're really good. I saw that commercial and I was like, man, I think college athletics needs to stay. What do they call it? Amateur. You know what? If they're going to let them have nil, I just think I was sitting there thinking about it the other day on how to do it, and I just think that they give X amount of money for a basketball team, and then you divide it incrementally, however you want to do it for starting or bench, and it'd be just a set number where you can't get more money to go somewhere else. I guess if you can be a starter somewhere else, and get the money. That might be different if you're a bench guy, but I don't know. I understand why they created the name, image, and likeness, but I just think it's taking a big toll on both sides of the game, both college football and basketball. We're ready to start the second half. Key to the half. Keep McDaniel down. Let's rebound a little bit better and get a few open three balls. Stop turning the ball over. Get some transition baskets. Let's get it. We got a lot of bad breaks in that half that turned into about 12 points. For real. All right, Indiana's going to inbound the ball. Cups is going to bring it across the timeline. He has got McDaniel on him. High pick by Ware. Over to Renew. Renew feeds Ware on the post. Ware works his way in, puts it up and in. Money. Kel'el Ware ties it up at 39. Takes about all of 12 seconds to score a basket when you feed the post right. Here comes Michigan back the other way. They're going to rotate it down to the post. They got him on where they want him. There's a deep three by McDaniel, hard off the back rim. Ware clears the glass. Cups let him have that shot from about 25, and he shot it a little hard. Cups is going to bring it up on the left side. Cups is going to drive over to the right. Looking, he feeds Ware. Ware's out high right now. And there's going to be a hand check called on Michigan here. All right, inbound pass to Cups. Cups is going to reset 16 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Ware on the high post. He's going to drive. Hands it off to Galloway, who drives the lane. And Galloway gets his first basket as a layup, and Indiana scores the first 4 of the half, and now we are back up 2. Here comes McDaniel. He's going to bring it up slow. He's going to work it to the right side. He feeds it over. And Baco's playing tight on the D right there. Back to McDaniel, who's working on Cups. Rotates it back around. Cups has been in great defensive position all day. Working on Renew. Drives the lane. Baby hook from about 12, and it's good. Michigan ties it up. Oh, I got to fix something over here. Be 1 second. There we go. That's Nika Mahuma, whatever his name is, scored that basket. And Mbako gets in the lane and gets a layup. Mackenzie Mbako drives the ball. Indiana goes back up 43-41. 18 minutes to go in the game. Indiana's got the lead again. There goes McDaniel to the left wing. He rotates it back around. He's looking. Gabe Cup so far has been a player of the game defending him. They get it down to the baseline, working on Renew. He drives. He throws up the 12-footer and hits it. Nika Mahu scores another one. He's got all the points for Michigan in the second half. And it's tied up again as Cups brings it across the timeline. McDaniel's tied on Cups. He's playing him tough too. So far, that matchup has been a wash. Galloway's got it on the left wing. He's looking, drives the basket, gets inside, feeds it out to Cups. Cups drives the lane, floats it up, short, gets his own rebound, feeds it out to Ware for 3. Oh, short off the rim. Mbako clears the glass. Mbako feeds it over to Cups. 15 on the shot clock. He's going to reset. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Renew on the baseline. Renew works inside. He gets fouled, but they don't call it. And that's going to be out of bounds to Indiana. And they say it went off of Ware. There was only 1 on the shot clock. I saw another foul in the post there that we didn't get. Renew's going to get charged with the turnover there. and Michigan's coming back with a chance to take the lead back. 16:39 to go. McDaniel feeds it over to the left wing, down to turnaround jump shot again, and he hits it again. Man, I'm telling you that can't get his name out of my mouth correctly. Mbako's got it on the right wing. He's dribbling, looks over to Galloway. Galloway down to Cups. Cups is on the left wing. Feeds it to Ware out high. And they're finally going to get Nikahwa. I can't say the guy's name. God. Kamahwa. Kamahwa. I got to say it right. Oliver. Kamahwa. There's another foul. Renew gets the inbound pass, and he feeds it back to Galloway. Michigan's playing some pretty good, and finally a call on the reach. Burnett's going to get called there for the reach on Galloway as he drove. Dribble penetration is one way to make them make a decision. Nikakwa. I will say it that way. I think that's probably right. I'm just not sure. Cup speeds it over to Mbako. Mbako's using the dribble. Defender is in really good position. Turnaround jump shot, no good. And controlled by McDaniel. He's going to bring it up. Michigan leading by 2. There's a Nikakwa shoots it again, and he hits another one. Somebody's got to put a hand in that guy's face. What's up, Miss Angie? Michigan's up 4, 47-43. And our offense looks a little out of sorts right now as feeding Ware on the post has just gone away. And there's another foul on Burnett for reaching as Galloway keeps moving, and it's going to bring us to our first time out of the half. Kamwa, gosh, I can't say that dude's name. Let's see. In Kamwa. In Kamwa. I'm learning how to talk. In Kamwa. Got it. Thank goodness for YouTube. Gives me a way to learn how to pronounce. In Kamwa. In Kamwa. Yeah, he's using body positioning against Renew. Hey, Angie, you gotta learn on the fly. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping in Kamwa. I gotta learn, man. A lot of Taco Bell commercials today. I wonder if that has anything to do with Mbako. Taco Bell commercials. I'm telling you, Mbako, they're going to have an Mbako taco around IU before his time there's done. Oh my goodness, Glenn Rice. This isn't looking good. A little worried right now. I'm worried, but I still feel like we're the better team, and it's just a matter of cleaning it up a hair. In Compois. Yeah, I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to have to say it ever again, honestly. All right, Galloway's going to look to inbound the ball to Renew. Renew works, almost travels, hands it back to Galloway, who works inside, gets it stripped away, feeds it back to Mbako, and there is knocked out of bounds as they are overplaying. Watch. So Michigan's overplaying on Ware quite a bit. You can use a fake pass and a lob here to get around that. 9 on the shot clock, and they are overplaying everything. Renew gets the ball inbounded to him. 5 on the shot clock, and he's going to be called for a double dribble, and that's another turnover on Malik Renew. And shame on Galloway and Cups for not being able to run the point there. Yep. And Galloway picks up the foul there. It's now they're passing the hands calls back and forth. Yeah, it's a big mistake having Renew that far out. 12 feet in. If he's out there, it better be for a jump shot, a set shot. All right, McDaniel's got it. Michigan's looking to get their biggest lead of the game. McDaniel's working on Cups. He feeds it to him. Throws it up. Finally misses the shot. Ware is going to bring it up himself. Feeds it to Galloway for 3. In and out. I would have took a transition 3 there. Here comes Michigan back the other way. McDaniel, no good. Cups is doing a great job today. That's the best takeaway thus far. Banks drives all the way to the basket and scores. Can't stop Caleb Banks. Indiana cuts it back to 2. Caleb Banks with the dribble penetration looked really good there. Just taking it to the glass. They feed it down to Nkamwa. He's driving on Renew. The double team comes. They rotate the ball around. And there's going to be a foul. It's going to be on Banks. As Banks comes over to help. That's on Galloway. Galloway not moving his feet and staying in front of Jackson. Allowed Banks had to come over and cut him off and come off of his man, and that's where the foul came from. They get the ball inbound to McDaniel. McDaniel gets a pick. Shetter's got it on the wing. He's going to drive on Renew. Got somebody defend that guy. Shetter is going right to the basket, playing very hard. Good job. Banks drives. Feeds it cross court to Galloway for 3. No good. Here we come back the other way. We are in danger time right now. We have got to make a stop. Our defense has got to create some points here. And Kamwa drives on Ware. Back to McDaniel, who drives, and he gets switched on, and no good. Stop. Renew's dribbling up. He finally gives it to Cups. Cups starts the offense. Renew's running it out high. He drives on Shetter, gets to the basket, and gets blocked. Puts it up and in. Nervous. 47-49, 12:37 to go. Here we go, pushing it back up. Shetter's got the ball. He's going to rotate it around. McDaniel's got it, feeds it over. Jackson for 3. No good. Ware with the glass. Hands it off to Cups. Cups is going to bring it up. Nothing in transition. He's going to drive to the left side. Back to Renew at the top of the key. Renew hands it to Galloway. Galloway drives. And it's up and in. 3-point play for Galloway as Indiana gets tied back up. Nice dribble penetration, and he gets the foul from Jackson and makes the basket. I'm getting nervous. I keep rubbing the tops of my knees, man. It makes I get anxiety over this stuff. What's up, Patty? Galloway has a chance to give him the lead, and it's hard off the back rim. Walker almost steals the rebound. Here comes Michigan, all tied up at 49. 12 minutes to go in the game. McDaniel's out high. He's got Cups on him. Couple high picks. He gets around. Picked up by Ware. Throws it inside out. Drives the lane. Oh, my God. Jackson made that shot, but he is down. I think he got hit in the gut. I don't know how he made that. I'm still not convinced it was a foul. Yeah, well, I guess it is. I don't know what's a foul in this game or not. I can't say for certain because the way the first half ended, it was so rough on us. Got my nerves going so far in this half. Playing pretty even with them. Let's say this. So far, statistically wise, Indiana is doing enough to win this game. We've just got to get some big stops down the stretch. Get some more attempts at the free throw line. I think the dribble drive is going to be huge since offense is obviously not working. Yeah, Nikamwa has been the absolutely Michigan's best player. I don't think Renew has much of a chance against that guy. You almost have to see wear on him, to be honest. That's okay. He can't. Kamwa. Everybody's grad transfers or transfers. God, I hate it. Tells me you're lazy at recruiting. And he makes the 3-point play, and that is going to extend the lead to 52-49. 11:42 to go. Here comes Trey bringing the ball up. Cups and McDaniel are still playing on each other. They're working. Ware, they're doing a great job of fronting Ware. Banks drives. And Shetter is all fired up. I don't want somebody to hit that guy. Yeah, there's a foul right there. He reached in with his left hand. He's the one that caused it. Oh, I don't like that guy at all. Michigan's got it with a 3-point lead. McDaniel's got it on the left wing. He feeds it down. Nakamwa is inside on Ware. He puts it up. No good. Ware's length affects his shot. and Indiana gets the ball back with 11:06 to go. You got to feed the post. Galloway gets it over to Walker. That stadium is so quiet. Yeah, he grabbed him by his arm. That's right. He's got, never mind. I'll stop it. Galloway gets the inbound, feeds it over to Walker. Galloway for three. That's an air ball. Galloway needs to take a seat. Cups is still on McDaniel. McDaniel feeds it over Banks. That's a foul. Have no idea what's wrong with his shot. He looks a step slow too. And Balco's back in because I'm sure they're going to want him to score. They're going to need something from him going down the stretch. Comwall had an illegal screen there, I guess. Foul is going to be on him. He's going to go to the bench. Thank goodness. Yeah, we effectively get to the line and use them one-on-ones. Let's go. Walker hands it off the gun. Gun to Mbako. Mbako to Cups. Cups back to Ware. Ware drives. He's got Shetter on him. Turnaround shot. No good. Tipped up and in by Walker. Anthony Walker does it. Gets it back to a 1-point game. Here we go. Oh, no. He gets by. Feeds it back out. Doug McDaniel got around Cups. They feed it into the corner. Walker's over there. A little bit of energy in Walker's step. They get it down to Shetter, who's got Ware on him. He turns around, jump shot, and mother flipping Jesus puts it in. This kid's killing me. Killing me. And he's going to get called for the foul because he's a little too aggressive on the defensive end. And Ware will go to the free throw line. That's Cheddar. We'll call him Cheddar instead of Shetter. Yep. Khalil Ware's at the free throw line. First one's up and no good. He missed it. It rimmed out. McDaniel gets inside and he finally scores the basket on Cups. And Michigan's now up 5. And Indiana's going to burn a timeout here as it's getting close to that area. Much better defense to this half as a whole, but yeah, really got to take advantage of being able to be on that free throw line, honestly. I didn't say it out loud because I didn't want to jinx anything, but I felt like Ware was going to be able to make 2 free throws there, and it just kind of rimmed out. This is why they call it Big Ten basketball. I don't know. I'm stressed to the hilt right now. Galloway's game is driving to the basket. I know they need him to take jump shots every now and again, but I would much rather see him drive to the basket and dish it out or shoot a layup or a little floater than miss a three-pointer as badly as he missed that last one. I don't think you're gonna see any shooting out of Cups today because he's too busy working on McDaniel. He's done a fine job today. McDaniel's only got 6 points this whole game. So kudos to Gabe Cups. That was his job today, and he's done it. And he has 2 points in the process. McDaniel has got 6, and he's turned him over once. Yeah, I'm really I just don't understand why Leal doesn't get more minutes. I do because every road win. This is one of these. Okay, the reason why I'm stressed over a road game in the Big Ten is this one right here is a big. Although Michigan's not great right now, but it's huge for our resume builder to make sure we make the dance. If we can steal a couple of these road games and then hold serve at home, we're going to have a good seed and be in the tournament. All right, here goes Cups. He's around the right-hand side. Michigan looks to be in some kind of a zone here. They feed it into Renew. Renew drives all the way to the basket, puts it up and in. Renew splits the zone and gets to the basket, cuts the lead back to 3. Hope they stay in that zone. Gee, many Christmas. Pick out high. There goes McDaniel around Cups. He's working him. Looks and flips it out to Shetter. Shetter bombs a 3. God bless it. Somebody hit that guy in the mouth. Mbako gets to the basket and puts it up and in. And it's back to a 4-point lead after that basket. Here comes McDaniel across the timeline. Working on Cups. He gets around him, cut off, and pulls up for 3. No good. Great job by Gabe Cups. Walker feeds Cups, and here we come back the other way. Get this to 2. Walker brings it across the timeline, hands it off to CJ Gunn. No, he doesn't. He fakes it, gets it to Renew. Renew's working on Shetter on the post. Smack him in the mouth. And Renew goes up on Shetter and scores again and cuts it back to 2. 8:11 to go. Here comes McDaniel back up across the court. They switch him off. Gunn is on McDaniel now. Cups is out high. And there's going to be a foul called on Walker. You saw Malik's feet moving there on that post up. He looked like he shuffled his feet a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if he traveled there. McDaniel's working on Cups. He gets inside, puts it up from 8. No good. And loses it, but it goes at offensive rebound. Shetter's got it on the post, inside out. Another 3-ball attempt, no good. And Malik Renew clears the board, and finally we're starting to play a little defense. Mbako's got it out high over to Walker. Walker to CJ Gunn for 3, and CJ Gunn buries the 3-pointer. Indiana's back up by 1. CJ Gunn filling in for Galloway, putting some points up. Thank goodness. Indiana's got a 1-point lead. There goes inside. He works it back out, trying to drive. He drives on Walker. And Renew blocks it out of bounds. No foul called under the basket. and we go to the under 8 timeout. I hope that young man keeps improving because he he's made some really big shots. Just look at what he's done today. CJ Gunn, 2 for 2 from behind the three-point line, 6 points. Uh, he also has 2 steals and 2 rebounds, doing some of the scrappy stuff. Let's go, man. Still, still a long way from home, but I cannot say enough about Gabe Cups on Doug McDaniel so far today. Yeah, I'm lost. I get a little tongue tied because I get upset. But yeah, Gabe Cups has basically done a good job as a freshman on their best player and completely shut him down. It's given us the if he wasn't shut down today, this wouldn't even be a game right now. We'd be down by 15. And I'm going to say this: our front court defense is where we've been lacking today. And it comes down to one-on-one moves for Nkamwa and Williams and Reed. They're shooting at a high clip today. 6, 10 for 20, 12 for 22 between those three guys. 2 for 6 from three-point land out of that. Their front court is doing a great job against us today. And then Shetter, the fill-in forward, is 14 points. So their front court's doing all their scoring. We're not defending in the front court very well. Yeah, Creek, I'm with you, man. I will be sad if we lose today, um, but I really think we got an opportunity to win. We've just got to man up and play some defense. Nobody's really in foul trouble except for Caleb Banks. He's got 4. And Ware and Cups are both on the bench right now. I'm assuming that they're sub. And let's see how we do with our second team out there. Shetter's got the ball on Renew. He's working him down. Feeds it out. McDaniel's out there. Galloway's on him. Oh my gosh. Make me nervous. Working it. 3-point shot with Walker in his face. No good. And that's got to be on Shatter. And they're going to call Renew? How's it a hook and hold? He's on the ground. They're both holding each other. They both held each other. See, that's going to be tough because they both had a hold on each other. It's got to be a common foul. Oh, they're going to call that a flagrant 1? Ha ha! Brick, that's karma there. Everybody will be shooting free throws from here on out. So tie ball game. $60 apiece, 7 minutes to go. Let's see how it ends. They go right back to Shetter. McDaniel's got it out there. He's working on Galloway. Drives on Gunn on the other side, feeds it around inside. And that's blocked out of bounds by Anthony Walker. Might be the best person to play in Kamwa because of his length and athleticism. He was able to just block that out of bounds. Oh, it was CJ Gunn with the block. My bad. CJ Gunn getting down there and defending. McDaniel takes it out. And they're starting to call. So as these halves come down to a close, they start blowing that whistle a lot more for one team, it feels like, and swallow it on the other. 1-1 at the free throw stripe. I wish I had one of them little signs to hold up behind him. And he smokes the free throw in. CJ Gunn with the good defense. He'd come quiet. Second free throw is also good. Michigan's back up 2. Walker's going to take the ball out of bounds. And here comes Galloway. We just got to hold serve here and get this under 4 minutes. Let's go. Galloway's working on McDaniel. Feeds it down to Renew. Renew's going to work Shetter back in. There's the double team. Over to Mbako. Mbako to Gunn. Gunn drives and sits it out. Galloway, why don't you shoot the ball? Alley-oop to Walker is in. Nobody wanted the 3-ball shot there, but Galloway got it to Walker for 2, and we're back tied. And there's almost the steal. Walker went for the steal, and Kumquat put it in. There you go. I called him that. Galloway's going to bring it across, down 2. Ware's getting ready to come in, and McDaniel's going to be called for his first foul of the game, in which will send Trey Galloway to the free throw line. I don't know why I get so tongue-tied seeing his name. In Compois. Trey Galloway at the free throw line. Brings it back to a 1-point game. 5:54 remains. They're still screaming air ball over that horrible 3-point shot he took earlier. Am I that far behind, Creek? And second one's good as well. 64 all. Play some defense. It's a possession game now. Let's go. McDaniel brings it across. He's going to work on Galloway out high. They're going to look to feed it inside. They rotate it around to the left wing. Renews in front of Shetter. And Comwa gets it down inside. Shetter gets it back. Dribble it. There's a tip pass. There's a steal by CJ Gunn. CJ Gunn gets in the passing lane, gets the steal, and now we'll be shooting free throws and draws the foul. That foul is on Burnett. That will be his 4th. CJ Gunn with the good hands there. He's got to have room to come down and catch the ball. That's the deal with the charge. CJ Gunn's at the stripe. Double bonus. First one's good. Let's go. Man, I got some good things to say at the end of this game, though. I will tell you. Do have some good things to say at the end of this game. CJ Gunn's clutch, scores both free throws, and Indiana's back up 2. All this while Cups has been getting a breather on the bench and holding Doug McDaniel down. They rotated in and out. Gunn gets another steal. Here goes CJ Gunn. He's off in transition. Alley-oop to Galloway. And he missed the layup. Dunk that stuff. Here comes Michigan back the other way. Rotates it in the corner. Galloway gets the steal this time. Gives it off the Gun. Euro step. No good. Here comes Michigan. Somebody slow the dang thing down. Ah! Shetter with the basket. And Comwall with the assist. Here it's tied back up again. This game's getting crazy. Galloway resets and slows down. We had 2 turnovers and could not convert on either of them. Galloway gets it into Renew. Renew's got the double team coming. He gets it out to Galloway. Galloway over to Gunn. Gunn pulls up and shoots another 3. Off the rim, no good. And Galloway is going to draw the foul this time. Or not Galloway, Renew, I'm sorry. They are fighting. Renew's going to get 2 shots at the free throw line here. We do definitely need to make them. Wire at the scoring monitor. When this game's over, I'm going to have to go check my blood pressure, you know? Terrence Williams is going to be charged with that foul. Never daunted. Games are so much different on the road. You have to overcome so much to get road wins. I think that's why they value them so much for the NCAA tournament when they pick teams, because I'm telling you that you're already behind the 8 ball and you have to, and it has to be, obvious generally. Yeah, that Creek, we are putting up a pretty good fight here. And you got to remember, we are still without Xavier Johnson, yes. I look for Cups to come back in here shortly. I'm wondering why he's still out. He's only got the 2 fouls. Yeah, being down bodies is big. Defense has played a lot better this half, I will say that. We need to make our free throws and just not give up easy baskets. I'm trying to sit on my hands so I don't punch things. 8 points and 4 steals. As long as that young man keeps playing within himself, we'll be all right. Earning some minutes. Renews at the free throw line. First one goes down. Keeping that lead always keeps pressure on the other team. I love it. Second one's up and is no good. Here comes McDaniel back the other way. Galloway's on him. 4:12 to go in the game. McDaniel goes around, he throws it up, and I don't know how he hit that. I'm not going to fault Galloway for that. My goodness. What a shot by McDaniel. CJ Gunn feeds Renew on the post. Renew goes in up on Shetter, puts it up and in. Malik Renew starting to impose his will inside, and Indiana goes back up one with 3:44 to go. McDaniel comes across the timeline working it. He's got Galloway on him, high pick by Shetter. And he works it around, and Galloway fights through the pick and is going to get called for the foul. That shot by Doug McDaniel, that's just better offense. I don't think it's really. I don't think it was going to matter who was on him there. He was making that shot. Now he's at the free throw line. So now they're putting the ball in their best player's hands down the stretch, and we are tied. And as you said, that Cups comes into the game, and Indiana's going to go 3 guards here to close this thing out with Renew and Ware on the inside. Second one's good, and Michigan's up by 1. McDaniel finally gets to 10 points with 3:30 to go. Gabe's out there on the point. Him and CJ Gunn are moving the ball back and forth. They looking to get it down to Renew on the post. Renew's got Nkamwa on him. He's going to drive inside and lay it in. They can't stop Renew on the post if he gets it deep enough. And Indiana goes back up 1. Cup's got a good rest. He's going to be tight on McDaniel. Here comes the pick. He's going to work it around. It's a double pick. And Cup stays with him. Gets inside. And they're going to call Cups for the foul. He never even touched him. That's not that's BS. He strokes the free throw home. You've got to be able to body up against if you're going to stay in front of somebody. You gotta let him play that way. The second free throw is no good, but that's knocked out of bounds by Nkamwa. And it's a tie ball game, 3 minutes to go. Creek, if I'd have told you we'd be tied with 3 minutes to go, what would you have said before the game? Would you took it? Here comes Cups is up on the line. They're going to get it to Galloway. Galloway's looking for Renew on the high post. He's a little far out for my liking, and I don't think he wants to dribble it. He does. Double team over to Gunn. Gunn does not get the shot as they close out on him. Cross court to Galloway, who drives the lane. Galloway goes up and gets the layup and 1. Kel'el Ware made an excellent cross-court pass after the double team. The rotation of the defense by Michigan was very good, so Ware sought out where the best play was to go to, and he went cross-court to Galloway, who had a straight lane to the basket. Great job by Ware. Free throw is no good. God bless it. Hard on the free throw, 2-point lead. McDaniel's going to go around Cups. Cups is almost scared to body him at this point. They've got the mismatch now. Renew is on McDaniel. They feed it down to the post. And Nkamwa is going against Ware. Turnaround jump shot, and it's blocked by Ware. Get that out of here. He's too big to do that, too. You may be able to get away with that on Walker, but not Ware. Here comes Cups across the timeline. That's a foul. CJ Gunn gets it to Galloway. 1:55 to go. Indiana's up 2. A basket here would be huge. Renew's working on Shetter. 9 on the shot clock. He drives. Puts it up. No good. He's blocked. Here, it's travel. Oh, he didn't touch it again. Here comes Michigan across the timeline. Down by 2. McDaniel's got it out high. McDaniel's going to work it over. They're going to look. All of a sudden, everybody's tensing up on the offensive end. Who's going to want to shoot the ball? They feed it down. And Nkamwa is on Renew. He's working him, puts it up, and he makes it. Renew just doesn't have the length to block that shot like Ware does. And we are tied with 1:16 to go, and Indiana's going to take a timeout. Oh, man, the stress level. This is why we love this game so much. This is why college basketball is what it is. Angie says these game takes years off my life. No doubt. Well, I don't know. I was watching the same fouls they were calling on us just get banged around. Chris, what's up, brother? Trey, as a fourth-year player, can't miss that free throw. That is huge because that's a 1-point lead right now. He should be able to hit that. You can see where we still need Xavier on the floor. We're playing better as a team, but we still need. Yeah, so far today, let's go to that. Indiana's 12 for 17 from the free throw line for 70%. Michigan is 16 or 17 for 20 for 85%. Yep. Look, all you need is a basket here just to keep the pressure on. So you go to Ware or you go to Renew on the post. 24 on the shot clock, 1:15 to go in the game, 1:14. So proud of Gabe Cups today. Ware gets it in, goes back to Cups. Cups is working it, hands it off to Galloway. Galloway feeds it to Cups. Cups is looking to get it inside. He can't do it. 14 on the shot clock. Galloway resets. Feeds it down to Ware. They got it where they want it. Ware's going to work it inside. And Ware puts it in like clutch. Kel'el Ware. Clutch. 52 seconds to go. 2-point game, and Michigan takes a timeout. We're already to the last quarterback standing in the AFC North, right? The most injury-prone one from the last few years, except for mine. It's the only one that Lamar Jackson is the last quarterback standing. This is about where he gets hurt, December. I hate saying that because I don't want to see anybody hurt, but this is where he gets hurt. He's done a much better job this year of not playing. One stop. One stop here. You get that stop and use your clock and just if you get one stop, that's it. Make them use plenty of clock and get a stop. That's what I want to see right here. No second chance points. No stupid fouls. I feel that way too, Chris, but we'll we'll see what happens here. I really want them to I if anything happens, I just want to see somebody punch Shetter in the mouth. All right, here we go. Michigan's going to take the ball out at half court. They're going to get it into McDaniel. 25 on the play clock. Here we go. They're going to set their offense. They feed it over to the left wing, looking. Ware fronts on the block. Gets it over to McDaniel. He's working on Cups. McDaniel tries to get around Cups. He gets inside, and Cups, that's a jump ball. That's a jump ball. I thought he grabbed the ball. They say he grabbed his arm. Let's see this angle. Good. Yes. Choke that baby. Heck yeah, let's go. That's karma because he had more ball there. Missed another one, bro. Second one's up, and he hit it. All right, good offense. Get a decent shot here. Let's get another basket. Got the lead. Big Ten road officiating at its finest. Galloway's got the ball across midcourt. 18 on the shot clock. Get it to Ware. Cups has got it. He feeds Galloway. Galloway to Renew. Renew's got Nkamhu on him. He drives, puts it up. No good. Tipped up, no good. And that's out of bounds. It's going to Michigan. God, no. Let's see. There's a flip and hold. There's foul. Oh, it's out of bounds off him. Off 32. He got fouled 2 times on that possession. That's Indiana's basketball. I'm telling you right now. If they don't give us this ball, what? Renew is going to be the last to touch it right there. And he goes to hits his shoulder, and then it's pushed out of bounds by 32. They cannot argue that. Right there, that last angle that they shows his fingertip. He knows he touched it. So Michigan is going to be forced to foul here. Malik off his shoulder, and it's pushed out. I would take Ware on the free throw line or Cups. You know what? I'm just going to say any of these guys right now. We're going to get them. Actually, if it was me, I'd put Anthony Walker on the floor right now. Get the ball to Ware. Or Mbako, put him back in. Let's go. I don't want Sparks shooting free throws, even though he did hit 2 today. He played a good game today. Mbako's going to shoot him. I'll take that. The only problem I got with Mbako right now is that he's been sitting. He's got two, so just at least one. 2 points. Let's go. Sink this one and let's play some D. Do not foul. I love it how we're talking about we would like to see the freshman on the free throw line. Freshman or sophomore. I like it. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. 3-point lead, 5.7 seconds to go. So now the defense changes here. You just defend the 3-point line. That's all you got to do. Defend the 3-point line. You don't even have to put anybody inside of it. If they go past you, let them score. Okay, well then I'm just going to tell you right now, Creek, then I foul. Dude, I didn't realize it, but that's Chris Collinsworth's son, and I thought the whole night listening that it sounded like Chris Collinsworth calling this game with Stephen Bardo, and it's his boy. So if you don't want to see the 3-point shot, you let him get the ball in and then foul him at about mid-court. Or try to draw a charge, something to that effect. Nobody behind the 3-point line. McDaniel gets it in. And Galloway fouls him 3.9. Good. I gotta say, for once, sometimes somebody's doing what I want to do. Let's go. Choke it. And now he's got to miss. He's got to miss here, I think. I think he's got to miss and hope for a tip out. I like it. And he makes the second one. Get the ball inbound and hold on to it. And Galloway is going to get it, and he's going to shoot free throws with 2.2. All he's got to do is make both. If he makes, all he's got to do is make a free throw here. Yeah, it's redemption time for Trey. I knew what you meant, fundamental. I knew what you meant. Let's go. I can't believe he's 57% from the free throw line, but that's okay. Just one. First one rims out. If we can hold on here, it is absolutely huge. They gave us about a 28% chance of winning this game. This will get us back to where we should be. You know, I'm not sure what's Galloway is that kind of guy that plays really good, but then he disappears for long periods of the time. You ever notice that Juwan Howard looks like he could be like Will Smith's older brother? He got the same ears and stuff too. He looks like Will Smith. What's up, Miss Lindsay? Who day? Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Money, get back to three-quarter court. Michigan's going to burn their last time out. I Creek, I got a question. You still foul? You want to still foul? I was sitting there thinking about it. I would I would foul if they're going straight toward if they get it going straight towards our basket, I'd foul them. If they have to go side to side, I might let it go. Nice, Lindsay. Bearcat 7-0. Good deal. Looking to throw it down. They throw it. It's blocked. And there's Khalil Ware just ends the game. No need for a foul when you're 7 foot and you got arms that long. Yep. Good job, Shetter. Tries to throw it over him and he times it just right. Khalil Ware, what a stud. Yes, sir. Gonna get the dub today. Hey, this game was scrappy. It was ugly, but we found a way to get the W today. It is awesome seeing Calvert Cheney on the floor walking the line with these IU kids. You know that he is having a big impact on their future. And it is great to see one of the IU greats with another IU great. 2-0 in the Big Ten. We get that start that we needed. Absolutely ecstatic about that right now. Let us I just want to kind of go through and pick through some of the stats here really fast. As Indiana puts up 41 in the second half to get the win. Love me some Calvert Cheney. Absolutely. Let's just see where everything ended up today without Xavier Johnson once again. Tony, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Malik Renew down the stretch. His post play was absolutely huge. He, Mbako did not play the best game today, but when he was on the floor, he was offensively in the game. So Mbako's still growing a little bit. He's got to work on them defensive assignments. He's a little slow. Khalil Ware did not have the explosive huge game, but it didn't matter. He shot 60% from the floor and made 13 points, a bunch of rebounds, little things, what Khalil Ware gave today. Gabe Cupps scored 2 points, but Gabe Cupps took out Doug McDaniel. We have another defensive-minded guard as a freshman. You know what? We don't have to have Gabe Cupps score. If he can go out there and play scrappy defense like that, when he went out of the game, he had McDaniel held down to 6 points. And he had scored 2 and had a couple of turnovers from him. So Gabe Cupps, absolutely player of the game. Galloway, as bad as he played today, still ended up with 9 points, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 0 turnovers. I know I've been hard on Galloway today. A few free throws that he did not make, and he airballed a 3-point shot, but he still put in good numbers today. And then, absolutely, where we were clutch today was our bench. Caleb Banks, Peyton Sparks, 6 points apiece. They ended up with various other stats. Banks got in foul trouble, or he probably would have had a better game. Anthony Walker, 4 for 4 from the floor when he came in today. three rebounds, 1 assist, played excellent off the bench. His athleticism really helped out in guarding in Kamwa. Last but not least, CJ Gunn came in today, buried 2 huge 3-pointers, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and he ended up with 2 rebounds, 4 steals. CJ Gunn, creepy fast. He's going to get better. He's going to keep getting these minutes. He's got that explosiveness that we need. And we're going to creep out of this early session with 2 Big Ten wins. Out of the 4 games that I was big on, we've already got 2 wins. All we got to do is steal one of the next 2 between Auburn and Kansas, and I think we come out in great shape. Check the schedule to see what else. I know that McDaniel at the end of the game scored a few points. Most of his points came from the free throw line. Doug McDaniel only had 13 points today. He's the best player on that team. We struggled on frontline defense a little bit. Had a great time. Creek, brother, had fun with you today. Chris, thank you. Go Bengals and Steelers. Overtake the AFC North. One of us maybe will get there. Hopefully Baltimore will take it by. Jerry, thank you very much. Great game, huge win. Absolutely. This team's getting better every game. And I'm so impressed with the poise that these young guys are having out here on the floor. Anybody that's in the chat, in the description is our Discord, all of our socials. When I close this stream down, leave a comment. I would love to have some constructive criticism on how to do this a little bit better, what would be better for you guys. I want to make it as much fun as humanly possible. Thank you guys for being here today. I'm gonna close this thing down and go catch my breath because right now I feel like I'm a little stressed out. Much love to Hoosier fans. I will post something about the next broadcast. I hope to see you guys soon. Much love and I'm out.